Hi and welcome to my interview with Vanessa Spina, aka Ketogenic Girl, one of the speakers at Low Carb Universe 18 in November. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hi, thanks for having me, Vita.
I'm so glad to be able to chat a little with you again. We'll just kickstart with heavy questions here. Who are you, Vanessa?
Well, I'm Vanessa Spina, and I'm a food blogger, I'm an author and writer, and I'm just a really passionate person about health and the power of nutrition to contribute to optimal health for people, optimal living, and also disease prevention.
Yeah, and you do that. I know
Oh,
you're very influenced. Um, can you, with 3 words, can you describe yourself?
I would say that I am obsessive, and nutrition. Probably
Yeah,
my husband would laugh at that word too. I like to say, focused, driven, and hardworking.
yeah, nice. In one sentence, what led you into the way of low carb eating?
I always say for me, it was just plain desperation,
Yeah, okay,
to finding answers.
yeah, okay. Uh, so what topic within the low carb world do you think is most interesting right now?
To me, I like controversial subjects because it creates dialogue, and dialogue creates learning, and it enables us to open our minds when there's controversy. So I think there's some interesting controversies in the space right now, especially with regards to moderating protein versus, prioritizing protein more, eating more of it, fasting, intermittent fasting, time restricted eating. There's all these fascinating topics, but we're on the edge. We're on the leading edge of science with ketogenic diets and low carb. And so we're about to see so much more research and amazing studies coming out that are going to, challenge the way that we do things now,
Yeah.
continue to challenge the way we've been doing things, but also continue to challenge us even on the leading edge. So I think it's really exciting, and I like having an open mind to new science, but at the same time to be continuously learning all the time.
Yeah, and try for yourself. I'm doing carnivore now. I love it.
Are you?
Yes.
Fantastic.
So what would you consider to be a true joy in your life?
Probably true joy for me is family and marriage. It probably is the most fulfilling part of my life is my relationship with my husband and my
Hmm.
family, and also travel. I have to say, because we've been
Ah,
living in Prague for 3 years, doing extended travel and trying to balance a little more, like a little less traveling right now because it's been so much of it. But I really can't complain because it's such a passion, and it's such a way of feeling alive because you're constantly coming across all this novelty, new places, and it's so stimulating for the brain to constantly be in new places and learning from other cultures. And it's always been a big part of my life. So
yeah.
definitely that, and probably the relationship with myself.
Yeah, that is very nice answer, very good answer, because that is the most important actually. So yeah. Uh, what are your expectations for November and LCU18?
I had such a fantastic time at the last event, but I don't want to have preconceived notions. I just know that for me, it was such a highlight of my year that I'm expecting to have similar experience in terms of making new connections, new friendships. I made so many new friends at that conference, probably more friends than I made in years, just in 1 week.
Yes.
So making new connections with people, enjoying again the incredible, delicious keto food, being in one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, and learning from getting to go and watch all these incredible speakers that are presenting at the event. I mean, for me, that's just the definition of heaven. So I'm really excited.
That sounds great. I'm really longing to go to that event.
I know, right? Is it time?
Yeah. Yes. So we have to add for sure. You mentioned that you were speaking at the former event, the KetoLadies event, especially focusing on women's health. And what was your experience? You mentioned a lot of goodies recently, but what is your experience as a speaker at KetoLadies?
I think the coolest thing for me was that it was a really intimate setting, you know, because we were a really nice sized group that we were all able to interact and hang out with each other. And so all the people who came to the conference and all the speakers, we were all just spending that whole weekend together. And we were all learning and exchanging all these ideas, from having, you know, lunches together and then going for walks, doing activities, and then just being together. But I'm one of those people that really doesn't like group activities and things where, you know, you have to be here at this time and then show up and then you're forced to like participate. And I didn't feel that at all at KetoLadies. I felt like it was just a cool, fun event. Like it wasn't one of those things that was like very fluid. If you want to go do yoga right now, you can, or you can go watch this seminar on sugar addiction, you know? So there's this fluidity and just enough structure and flexibility that it's very enjoyable.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. And you answered my next question, the difference. And the best part of the event then? What was the really best part of KetoLadies, do you think?
To me, the highlight was getting to see friends that I already have, but making new friends too. And just like, it was a really bonding experience, I think, in particular, because I'm sure it'll be the same at LCU, but women-only event is just very bonding because, you know, we're just talking specifically about keto and diet and issues and nutrition that apply to us. And there's just a very bonding feeling that comes from that. And I think the friendships, like I said, I made so many friends in just one weekend, but that happens when you're bonding and you're opening and you're sharing, you're connecting with people really quickly. And that was really the highlight for me, was just all the wonderful women that were there. And
KetoLadies was very special. But I also LCU18, our first signature event in November last year. It's like when you leave, you have extended your family.
Yes, I mean, we were all crying each other. I remember you were crying.
Yes, I was ugly crying, Vanessa. You should have seen me in the car leaving the hotel. we could hardly speak. I get my eyes.
That we get to all come back and see each other again. And
I really love that. Yeah. So the last question: why should your followers come to LCU18?
Oh my goodness! If I could have every single one of the women or men that I get to connect with through my various, you know, channels and feeds come to LCU, I think that would be incredible. Their lives would all be changed by this event, because it's a carefree week. You're in a beautiful place and you're just learning and you're investing in yourself and your health. And if I could wave a magic wand, I would have everyone I know who's in the keto space come to this event. And I hope that as many people as possible are able to come and join us there. I think it's amazing. It's still early enough that I think if you get to come now, you're going to get to make connections, especially with some of the speakers and people that follow and read their books, that you won't get to make later. Because I've been to events like that where later on they get so big that you don't have that same opportunity to connect one-on-one with everyone.
No, but that sounds great. A very good reason to come, I must say. Thank you very much, Vanessa, for this little short interview. I can't wait to meet you again in November. It will be super awesome.
Yay! I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. Thank you and take care.
You too, Vita.
Bye-bye.